Hello, hello, beautiful people. This is Coach Lucretia Hayes Reno, and today I know, guys, that my videos are still just coming about once a month, and I am trying to do it a little more frequently, but it has been crazy busy, which is a good thing. So, okay, before we get into anything, let me just first say thank you, guys, for helping me to build this YouTube channel and to actually be able to minister to the masses. My channel now has 1,000+ subscribers, and I have to thank you guys for that. I have to thank you guys for all the support on Twitter and Facebook and all the other places, for all of you who are buying my books and giving me these great reviews and that kind of thing, and recommending my business and yada yada. I mean, all of what I'm doing right now is because of you guys. So a sincere, heartfelt thank you. I appreciate it. Now, today I don't want to be a long time, but I kind of want to bring you guys attention to one of my books because a lot of people have been talking about it, and a lot of people have been talking about some of the things that or the main predominant theme of this book. And this book is 31 Thoughts That Lead to Peace. Okay, and it's a book of affirmations. It's got scriptures. It has, all these different things in it, and there's just a lot of powerful information in this book. But I want to share with you guys today, if I can, for a moment, thought 11. It talks about capabilities, and the affirmation or the thought for that is, I am capable. The affirmation says, I release all limiting beliefs that make me question my ability to learn and do new things. I am capable of learning. I am capable of doing. I have everything I need that pertains to life and godliness. Think about that. I have everything that I need that pertains to life and godliness. If there are weaknesses in my knowledge base, in my skill set, or in my motivation to get going, I can grow to meet and exceed each of those challenges. I can grow to meet and exceed each of those challenges. That's really important. There are no limitations to what I can accomplish or who I can become. I want you guys to really focus on that last statement. There are no limitations to what I can accomplish or who I can become. Now, when I first, and I do, the person who did this book cover for me, when I first saw it, I was like, that is the exact picture of serenity in my head. Just the freedom to just be. And a lot of us are so busy running back and forth, with whatever concerns we have. Really, our fears keep us running more so than anything else, because sometimes, no matter how much we have accomplished, you look at a person like, let's just say, Beyonce. She has gotten to the top and stayed at the top for a very long time of her field, right? Well, if you talk to her personally, I'm sure she's still very aware of whatever limitations she believed that she has, because it's human nature for us to be very familiar with our failures, our flaws, and our shortcomings. But oftentimes we don't count our strengths, we don't count our potentials, and the funny thing is that most of us have been through way worse things than what we're going through right now. But still, right now, we want to feel helpless. We want to feel hopeless. We just want to feel like giving up. We're tired or whatever. And we just feel like we're not capable of making it any further. But you felt that way before. You felt that way many times before. And each time you've made it because you're here now. And so here now may not be some great place that make you feel like you truly are capable, or you truly are a survivor, or you truly can thrive through any kind of circumstances like the lotus flower. However, you are here. And before this last little upset, whatever it is that you're going through, you were happy. After the last time when you didn't think you were going to make it, you didn't think you were going to smile again, you didn't think you were going to ever survive the trial, how you didn't know how you were going to dig yourself out of the hole or whatever. After that, you've smiled, you've laughed, you've been hopeful, you've been joyful, you've been faith-filled, you've prayed, you've praised, you've worshiped, you've done all of the things that you didn't think you would do again. You've lived. Okay, so now here's another hard time. Guys, you are capable of anything. Now, when most people hear that, they automatically think of the bad. Well, everybody capable of anything. Anybody could lie, anybody could steal, anybody could cheat. But now I want you to delete that program, and we already know that. But when I say you're capable of anything, I want you to realize that rather that mean you're 50 and now decide, you know what, I wish I could have had a degree in medicine. I wish I could have practiced medicine. That means that you can still do it because you're still here. If you are still living and breathing, whatever regrets you have about your life can be fixed. You are not a tree. You can get up and move around whenever you get ready. Now, the truth of the matter is, for many of you, every time you try, you'll hit a spot, a hard spot, and you get discouraged, and there's nobody around to encourage you. Most of them saying, see, that's why I told you not to do it, because I knew this was going to happen. And um, they kind of fortify your fears or your disappointment or whatever. And that's the point of having a great coach, a mentor, a life partner. You know, for some of you, you get that. I know I get a lot from my husband. My husband is very supportive. Okay. He believes in me. He believes stuff about for me. He thinks I can do stuff that I'm like, dude, no, I can't. He like, yeah, you can. I know I can see it. It's like, no, you seeing stuff, but we all need somebody who can see stuff that we can't see as pertaining to our potentials and the promise of the power that lies within us. One of the things that can encourage you if you're down right now, if you're feeling like you just can't any further, you can't do anything else, you just can't make it another step, you're just tired. One of the things that can truly encourage you is if you realize, if you go back to that place, the last place of your deepest pain, and you realize that that place was years ago, months ago, however long it was ago, and that it came and it passed. It came to pass. It came to just pass. It came here, but it's just passing through. This is not a landing place. If you can think about everything in the universe seems to be circular, right? Okay, because there seems to be this never ending spiral into whatever it is that this vast universe holds. Well, our lives are no different. Okay, so everything flows in a circle. Whatever I put on the whatever I put on this belt that turns, it's going to come back around to me. Okay, but here's the thing: if I don't like what's coming around on this belt, I can easily, because I have the power to do that because of who God created me to be and who God created you to do. I can easily open up a spot and let that fall off and put something else in its place and put it in circulation in my life. Okay. And also, whatever comes, it won't stay forever. Nothing is forever. You can be the happiest you've ever been. There will come a day when you'll cry. There will come a day when you're sad. You could be the saddest you've ever been, but there'll come a day again when you're happy, when you're smiling, when you're joyful, when you're grateful for life. You got to stop judging the whole picture based upon a snapshot. All of us who do Instagram, we know the snapshots lie, okay? Snapshots tell you lies. But if you'll wait and don't judge the matter ahead of season, you may just see something beautiful being created with your life, including your struggles. You cannot hope to be all that you can be if you're never put in a place where you have to grow through something. It's a reason why everything that's born or that comes into being goes through a time of pressure, extreme pressure, where it's really difficult, because only the strong survive. Is real. It's really real. Now, that don't mean that you die because you're weak. Well, a lot of us, we don't die physically. We have died mentally. We have died emotionally. We're just dead spiritually. We have no faith, no hope, no love, no joy. We're just existing. We're taking in a breath and we're letting out a breath, but we're not getting nothing more out of that breath than a breath. Okay? And I want you to know that your life is not over. And whatever it is that you have planned, that you have desired to have, that you've desired to do, you can do it. You don't need anyone else to tell you this, but I'm telling you this because I want to join my faith with yours. I want to encourage you to stop counting your failures as failures and count them as opportunities to learn. I don't regret anything that I've been through. You're talking to a woman who has been through sexual abuse and physical abuse and all kind of dysfunction in my family and bad marriages and yada, yada, yada. And yeah, I said marriages. I mean, I've been through some things. It's not like I hadn't been through things, but I am extremely happy because finally, through all of that, God taught me what was always before me, but God taught me that inside of me is where my happiness has to come from. Like, this has to be a personal thing. Just like my walk with him, it has to be very personal. And then when you get to a place where there's sufficiency between you and God, because you allow you two to be one, where you can say, God is me, and I am his. I'm fully his. Everything that's special about me is built around the very essence of God that's inside of me. So when you get to that place and you realize that he makes sure that I am sufficient in all things, because here's the thing, I can remember times when I thought I needed something so bad, and I didn't know how I would make it without it. But you guess what, guys? I have yet to see I've never died in that moment. So that lets me know I didn't need it. There's a lot of things I said I didn't get, and obviously I didn't need, because here I am, still okay, still thriving, still great. And that's the same for you. Remember this, if you don't remember anything else I say, okay, that while you're worried and concerned about pleasing all these people, about impressing all these people, about getting back at all these people, while you're worried and concerned about what all these people think about you, what all these people have said about you, and while you're counting up every failure, every embarrassment, every mistake you've made, you're putting all your energy into keeping your life in the slums. But if you would change your perspective and realize I am capable of making my life anything that I want it to be, and whatever I create with this life is my gift back to the person who gave me life, to my Father, to my God. Okay, so if that's the case, then I don't have time to rehearse all of the things I've done to get here. See, that's another reason why a lot of people ain't gonna like you when you get really, really free. When you get really, really free, the people that's watching you, you're not going to have to tell them that you're free. They're going to know, because other folks going to start falling away and running off, because they're not going to be able to stand the fact that they can no longer hang whatever you've done wrong over your head. They can no longer talk about, oh, I remember you did terrible in school. You flunked in English, so you don't need to be writing a book. They can't say, yeah, you've never had a healthy marriage. How you gonna be a relationship coach? They can't say none of that stuff. They can't hold your past against you. Oh, you have written bad checks, so you don't need to be trying to go back to school to be an accountant. Ain't nobody gonna trust you. People like that, they're necessary, because God says that I prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies, and you will eat well. You will eat well. Now, they're not your enemies because you consider them enemies. They're your enemies because they consider themselves, they have made themselves your enemies by their actions. It's all about their heart. In your heart has to stay pure, guys. If you really truly want to change your life, if you really want to be capable of having peace every day, if you really want to be capable of having joy that's tangible every day, if you and when you get those two things, that peace and that joy, oh my gosh, money comes and success comes, opportunity comes. It's like everything else just pile on top of it. And isn't that what the Bible said when it says that seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you? And so I'm encouraging you guys to get it together inside. Stop giving out so much power because of your fears, because you can't stop thinking about what's wrong with you, and you can't stop listening to other people who have said what was wrong with you. I'm telling you, you are absolutely perfect. You are beautiful, and the world would be kind of empty without you. I don't have to know you personally. I can just testify to that. Someone somewhere needs you. And they don't need you half-stepping and BS, and they need you to be on your stuff. They need you to do what you were put here to do. They need you to speak. Even if you don't think nobody really understand, they need you to find your freaking voice and use it. You are capable. You are more than capable. You are more than a conqueror. You are an heir of God. An heir of God. God owning all You're his heir. So you're heir to all. You're not going to limit me and all of this is mine. This all mine. It's all ours. You know what I'm saying? But right now I'm speaking for me because I can't give it to you. You have to get it for yourself. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence and the violent take it by force. I'm going in, and I'm going in full of intention and power and with focus and determination, knowing that I'm capable because I know whose I am. I know who my daddy is, and he ain't no joke. You know, same difference. I love you guys. Be sure to share the video. Be sure to subscribe my YouTube channel and look me up at, online. You can look at some of my books, LucretiaHayes.com. And of course, you can connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you are. I'm there. I'm always somewhere. So I look forward to speaking with you guys. If you have any questions or anything you would like to see me do a video on, be sure to email me. It's lucretia.hayes@gmail.com. You guys go and be bossed up and successful. That's what you do.